Hey, I'm RT and welcome back to RTsWorld. So today I present you the very long-awaited Blackjack block-by-block tutorial. Yay! Celebrations! And yeah, you can see here in the background my fully functional Blackjack in Minecraft where you play against the house and it's fully automatic. You don't need two players, you just play against the house. And as you can see here, it's a huge build. It takes a really long amount of time to build it, as you can see at the length of this video. And I did not include a block-by-block tutorial in my initial video where I present you the Blackjack with how it functions. I explain every circuit to you, but I did not include a block-by-block tutorial in that video. And since I got a lot, and with a lot I mean a lot of comments and a lot of support for a block-by-block tutorial, like DJ Lee wrote a comment, also Tristan wrote a comment, Devon Onapu, I hope I pronounced your name right, also wrote a comment, and Alpa also wrote a comment. So I had like 4 comments at least suggesting me to build this block by block. And yeah, here we are now. That's where we can build it together. If you want to see how it works, if you want to see how to play this game, and if you only want an explanation how every circuit works and how to play it, make sure to click the video in the comment section down below or in the info card section on the right corner of your screen right now, or in the video description. So on these 3 places the video link will be available, so I'm sure you can find it. And before we dive into the block by block tutorial, I really want to emphasize that this video took a long time to make, a really long time to make. So it was a lot of effort, and it would be very nice if you could like this video. It shows your support, and it would also be cool if you can subscribe. I don't want to beg for your subscription or your like, but it helps me really out, especially for such long videos as this one. So yeah, I'll see you in a second in the block by block tutorial. So welcome to the block by block tutorial, and first of all you want to start with a 19 by 19 starting platform, and don't be scared by all the stuff that happens in the background. I will come to that in a second. So that's the first block, that's the 19th one, so the 20th block is the wall. Same goes for the other direction. Here we have as well, the 20th block is the wall. That's your 19 by 19 starting platform. And then you want to go to this corner here, and you want to go in 2 blocks at the wall and then build this nice enclosure here with a quartz stair, with some hoppers, also some blocks and some signs. Then you want to build a 10 block high wall, or just a column of 10 blocks like this here. And then you want to go in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in total. Then you want to go 1 across, red concrete, 8 blocks tall column, 8 blocks. Then again 1 across in diagonally. And from here you just have to pause the video at any point now. Make sure to build this wall here, or this specific arrangement of blocks, of colors, and also banners. Don't forget the lamps. We have also here some upside down smooth quartz stairs, and then we would have here the lamps with all the signs going from ace all the way down to 2. And yeah, make sure to pause at any second, build this section first. If you did so, make sure to build this diagonally column right here. It's also 8 blocks tall. Then again diagonally this 8 blocks tall blue concrete column. And from here on, as a reference point, we're gonna start with the second building phase you have to do by your own. So make sure to build all those colors, all those banners, the upside down stairs, the lamps on the top, the lamps at the bottom, and also the signs. If you're finished, you then can build the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide wall, which is 10 blocks high. And finally you will close the whole thing with quartz at the top like that. So diagonally it should look like this. The only stuff that's missing is the hoppers for you and this dropper here in the floor. So for the dropper of the diamonds you win, you go from the trapdoor starting just 2 blocks inwards, then put there a dropper facing up with diamonds in there. Same row you want to follow. So if that's our middle point, or our basically 2 middle points, so that's where the A and the Y is, you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks to the front, and then 1 block to the left. Same goes here from the other middle point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 block to the right. There you put your 2 hoppers, or you could also put there 2 buttons. It's just possible to put there buttons. Then you have to do a different wiring, but maybe we'll do a button instead of a hopper at some point in this tutorial. So then you should be on the same page as me. You should have all the stuff built, and we're completely ready now for our first circuit, which will start with some blue wool. And it is right here, so we're gonna go to this hopper. Sorry, you have to build that first. That's 2 left-facing droppers. Here's a quartz there, upside down. There's our profit chest. And from here on, you don't have that piston in either, and also don't have that block in either. So that's where the trapdoor is, our winning dropper is, and we're gonna go 2 blocks like that. 2 blocks up, 2 blocks across like this. We're gonna place in here repeater, torch, comparator, 2 pieces of redstone dust. And then we want to make sure to grab ourselves a sticky piston, some red concrete, and put it right in front of the sticky piston. In the first hopper, we're gonna put 4 secretly named items, and in the first slot, we're gonna put in 17 more, so we're in a total amount of 18. 1 diamond, 2nd diamond, 3rd diamond, and the 3rd diamond should arrive in our chest. So if I put in any more diamonds, they get transferred to this chest here. Next, we want to start at the player side, so at the red side, with the wiring, and the wiring will start right here. So we'll put this 3 by, what is it? It's 10, I guess. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This 3 by 10 area of blue wool. And from here we're gonna start with repeaters, set to 4 ticks, all the way to the other side. Like so. Then repeater set to 1 tick. Like this. And from here we're gonna have another row of blocks that looks like that. And then we're gonna have another row of blocks with another row of repeaters. All the repeaters in here should get to 2 ticks. Make sure to get all of those repeaters to 2 ticks. Then we're gonna have upward facing sticky pistons with some blocks. And some slabs, doesn't matter which slab it is, like this. And here we're gonna have another set of repeaters. Oh, sorry, that's the torch. Another set of repeaters, all set to 2 ticks as well. So that's our starting point. Next up, I want to put in here some redstone torches, like this. Then another row of blocks, redstone torches like that. Another row of blocks, redstone dust on top. Then we want to make sure to place here 3 observers, so all facing downwards, 3 high, like this. Then we're gonna use some wool here. Then it's a little bit tricky, some sticky pistons. Make sure to face them to the front. Can I do it? So that was the last one, and those pistons should be directly on the same height as the upper row of the concrete blocks that indicate where our cards are drawn. Then we want to set here some note blocks just on top, like this. And last but not least, we're gonna add in here some magenta wool and some redstone on top, like this. Perfect. Next up, we're gonna add here some cyan wool. And for the cyan wool, we're gonna grab first a sticky piston on the left corner here, like this. Then we're gonna go down like this, put here another piece of redstone, place it in here, repeater set to 2 ticks, here repeater set to 1 tick, here 2 pieces of wool, here the sticky piston, 1 block down, like so. And we're gonna now mirror this. So we have the sticky piston right here, and here 2 pieces of repeaters, 2 blocks, pieces of redstone, and repeater set to 2 tick there, repeater set to 2 tick there. Should look like this now. And from here on, we're gonna get ourselves some more redstone dust, like this. And then here a comparator, there a comparator, here a comparator, and here 1 comparator, like so. Next up, we're gonna grab ourselves some green wool. And the green wool will just go right here. There will be 1 redstone dust on top. And then we also want to add in here another repeater, here another repeater, here another slab, 2 ticks, a block of light blue wool, Then we're gonna block down like this. So we have here a piece of redstone and here a piece of redstone. So that's our first reset circuit. Then we want to grab ourselves another sticky piston, another piece of cyan wool. Here we're gonna go down like this, redstone, repeater set to 2 ticks, repeater set to 1 tick, and here once more, comparator and 2 pieces of redstone. So now I have some pre-configured droppers in here, so I will go now with dropper, hopper, and composter, and in those droppers we have a stone sword and a stackable item. And we're gonna continue with the same pattern for all these slots. Like so. Next we're gonna grab some more of this wool, put it right here, put it right there, and we have here our next couple. So we have now repeater set to 2 ticks. Here's our second couple, repeater set to 2 ticks. And here's our third couple, repeater set to 2 ticks. And here we're gonna grab some more of this wool here. And we're gonna block down here as well, like so. And for the other parts, we're gonna now grab ourselves some sticky pistons. Right here, here, and here. And then we already put in those kind of blocks. Then we're gonna grab repeaters, 2 ticks, 1 tick, 2 ticks, 1 tick, with always the 2 tick repeater where the sticky piston is, like this. Then we're gonna grab some more redstone, like so. And the comparator should always be where the 2 tick repeater is, like so, and like so. We're gonna check it here too. So we have 2 tick repeater, 2 tick repeater, 2 tick repeater, 2 tick repeater, and here also 2 tick repeater right in front of the comparator. Then another 2 blocks like this, and then I'm gonna grab my pre-configured dropper again. Hopper, composter, dropper, hopper, composter, and so on. So make sure to use always those pre-configured droppers for this system. So then we're gonna grab ourselves some more blocks right here. And we also, again, some blue wool, and we're gonna use it right here on the left. So we have this piston here next to the blue wool. We're gonna place in here 2 blocks with some redstone dust on top. Here we're gonna place a repeater set to 2 ticks, and then we're gonna place 2 blocks. Then we're gonna place here one of those blue blocks. We're gonna place 1 redstone, and we're gonna place here a dropper. Again, we set this here to 50%. Composter on top of a hopper. We have a comparator. Then we're gonna switch to this wool. We're gonna place in now 2 pieces of redstone like that. Again, 2 tick repeater, 1 tick repeater. Where the 2 tick repeater is, the sticky piston goes. Here we're gonna place a redstone dust. Then we're gonna have here 2 repeaters, both set to 2 ticks, and I have to kill this guy now. So after the innocent killing of a villager and 2 llamas, we have now here these 2 repeaters, both set to 2 ticks. Next up, we're gonna place in here a block and there 2 blocks. So then we use our pre-configured droppers. We're gonna set 1 right here. Sorry, not here. Gonna set 1 right here and 1 right there. Then we're gonna grab ourselves some hoppers, also some composters. And from here, we're gonna have a comparator. Gonna have a shape that looks like this. And here we're gonna have 2 pieces of redstone, like so. We're gonna have 2 repeaters, 2 ticks, 2 ticks, 1 tick, 1 tick. And again, those sticky pistons right here. We're gonna have some redstone going on right there. And here we're gonna have, again, some more repeaters set to 2 ticks. Nice. Then from here on, we also need some blue wool. Since this one here needs to be blue wool, and we can already put it right here. And we want to connect this line directly up. Where can we do it best? Directly up to here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have to replace a repeater here. 12, 13, 14. So we have a repeater there. We don't care about the signal strength anymore. Like this. So that's the first reset line done. Now we want to come to this reset line here. So all those lines should now end up in the same spot. So we can already put in here a repeater, place in here some dust, and then we can connect these lines together. So we just have to count now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So just throw a repeater in there for good measure. Great. So next up, I want to connect all these 3 outputs to these 3 slots here. So first of all, I want to go with that one. That should end up right here. So let's do that first. So after 12 blocks, I just put in here a repeater like this. And, sorry for the inconvenience, it should look like that, of course. So next up, we're gonna have this one here. And for this one, I just continue like so. And for the last one, how should I do that best? Yeah, I will do it like this maybe. And for the last one, we can then go up like this. Now we can go across like that. That's much easier. And go like this. Perfect, that's working out. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So just put a repeater in there. We want to protect this line from connecting to this line here. And we also want to make sure that these 2 lines do not connect. And just to have the same delay on all of those outputs, we can put a repeater in right here as well. Nice. And a very crucial point is to put right in here another repeater, set this one here then to 1 tick, so we have the same delay again, so that that repeater there does not power that block and the other line as well. So now we can test it, just put in here redstone torch, and at some point we should get only 1 signal to the front. Perfect. Next up we want to add in here a cyan line, which should look like that. We have here repeater set to 2 ticks, here a piston, block, here some redstone in the ground. We have here pistons as repeater set to 2 ticks, repeater set to 1 tick. Here we're gonna split now for the green line. And the green line will have another output right here. So that's green. And here we're gonna have some more redstone. We're gonna have here a comparator. Sorry, it's on that side, a comparator. We have our pre-configured dropper. And we're gonna have a hopper and a composter. And this one should look like that. We have here now 2 pieces that are non-stackable. 1 piece is non-stackable and 2 pieces that are stackable. Then we're gonna connect this green line here with that green block right over there. So make sure to connect those. We're gonna have a redstone torch that is right here. So now we should power only this one line. And from here on we're gonna send just a signal. Can I get out here? Just gonna send a signal right like that. Here we're gonna have a repeater. Here we're gonna have a redstone torch. And here we're gonna have 2 more repeaters. That one can also be 1 tick now. And that one should be 2 tick instead. So that's done. If there are some blocks sticking out like now, like so, you can just reset the whole machine by placing a redstone torch for the intermediate time. And it should look like that now. Next up we're going to add the orange circuit, and the orange circuit will go right here. So we have here those repeaters. We're gonna remove this line here and we're gonna place in there some orange wool like this. Make sure to put redstone there. 1, 2, 3. Like so. Then we're gonna place in a block, a repeater set to 2 ticks, then another block. Here we're gonna have 2 blocks on the floor where we place in facing droppers. In the first one we're going to place a stone sword. Then we're gonna place here a comparator, sticky piston, wool, repeater set to 2 ticks, a redstone torch. And then we're gonna go all the way around like this. Sorry, it should be 1 block lower. Like this. We're gonna remove that redstone just for a short amount of time. Place in a torch. Place in here the redstone and place the redstone right back. And if we do that in time, we should get now 2 of those blocks sticking out. And if we now place a redstone torch very shortly right here, we should see now 2 cards get drawn. And that should be represented by just 2 blocks sticking out there. If there are more, make sure to rewatch that section and find the error, or yeah, you will basically have a non-functioning blackjack casino at the end. So just reset it again, and now all the blocks are gone. Next up, we're gonna use some more blue wool right here, and we're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. We're gonna put redstone on them, then a green block, comparator here. Then we want to have some another block right here. And then we're gonna put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. We're gonna have 2 pieces of redstone right here. Here a comparator, there a comparator. Here we're gonna have a block. Here we're gonna have a piece of redstone. And that piece of redstone is faced by an observer. That should look like this in the end. Then we're gonna have some more green wool right here. We're gonna have a dropper on top and at the bottom. Then we're gonna switch to magenta wool. We have dropper face into those droppers. And then we're gonna place in 22 items on the top. So here should be 22. And in the bottom one there should be 21. And after that's done, we're gonna place in an observer that faces that block here. We're gonna place an observer that faces the block from the other side, so they face into each other. And from here on, we're gonna use ourselves a sticky piston that should go like this. We can then add some more magenta wool to support that whole structure. Then we're gonna add in a redstone comparator, 2 hoppers facing into each other. And we're gonna place in 7 items in there. So yeah, just place them in there. Doesn't matter what they do now, just do it like that. And from there on, we're gonna place a comparator facing into that direction. Here we're gonna face a redstone torch and 2 pieces of wool and a redstone torch right here. That should also end the annoying sound, and we can place composters on top finally. Here we're gonna have a repeater set to 2 ticks, then a sticky piston facing upwards, another repeater set to 2 ticks, another wool block. Then we're gonna go up like so. Sorry, like so. And then we're gonna connect everything up until this point. We're then gonna add 3 repeaters set to full delay right here. We're gonna remove that one here. That should be redstone dust. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another repeater. And 1, 2... Oh no. 2, 3, 4 dust like this. So that's done. Now I want to switch to the other side, and we're gonna place in right here a torch. Doesn't matter what this torch does now. Now it just resets that mechanism for once. And we're gonna place in a comparator right here and a comparator directly below, like so, like this. For the bottom one, we're gonna run it into this block here, run it into this piece of redstone, and from here on, we want to start with a repeater set to 4 ticks and 1 repeater set to 1 tick. Here a piece of redstone dust, then we're gonna need a target block, place it right here. Here's 1 space, then we have a repeater, we have a torch, we have here a block, there a block, and here another repeater set to 2 ticks. Here we're gonna have a sticky piston with a block attached to it. Then we're gonna have this kind of configuration. We have here a repeater set to 1 tick. We have here 2 blocks that should look like this, and we're gonna have Here a repeater set to 1 tick as well, and the whole stuff is now done. After setting this repeater here to 3 ticks instead of 4. So next up we're gonna add in here some note blocks, and we just use them right here. Just place a repeater, set to 4 ticks, another redstone dust, and we're gonna place in here 2 note blocks. And here we're gonna just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we are already done for this part as well. Next I want to add some red wool right here, so we're gonna start at this lamp, go all the way to the other lamp, like so. Then we want to place an observer right here, then we have one gap in between. We have an observer right here, so if this piston pushes the observer, they form a clock. Then we're gonna place in here 2 note blocks. Doesn't matter what you set the tone to, you can do that totally how you like it. And we're gonna repeat the process for the blue side as well, even if we do not have any of the redstone going on beneath there. So it should look like this finally. Observer in that direction, observer in that direction. And from here on, we continue with some more wiring. And we're gonna use here some blocks that look like this. And here on the other side, we're gonna use a platform that looks like that. Then we are gonna have comparators facing in different directions and some more of the redstone going on. So that's done. Next up, we want to connect the magenta circuit. So we're gonna place in here a block. We're gonna place here a redstone torch. And we're gonna use that wiring right here to go all the way up and into that block, therefore depowering the torch. So if you reset everything, also the pistons get reset. And now the annoying part for you starts. So now you do have to scroll back or go back in the video where I start with this 3x10 platform of blue wool, and we're gonna repeat the same circuit we have here on this side as well. So again, starting with the 3x10 platform of blue wool, I started it right here with all the repeaters, that one set to 4 tick, that one set to 1 tick. We're gonna restart here and we're gonna build the exact same circuit just right there. So now we added also the second circuit, and yeah, the first one is exactly the same as this one, just rotated 90 degrees. So make sure to completely rebuild this section and test it out as you did here. So I just want to add in here some more note blocks, I forgot them. And it's also easier if you use this here as a green block. So to really identify the green and the cyan circuit for yourself. And I also want to do one thing that's just for the player circuit, so just for the red side. We want to now add in right here, we want to add in a piece of redstone. Then we're gonna go up just like this. Gonna place here a redstone torch, gonna place there some redstone. Gonna place here a redstone torch, there some redstone, and finally gonna place here a redstone torch and there some redstone. That should then depower that redstone on the back, and we also have to put in one more redstone in here to depower that torch right on top. So that's now done. Here that comparator should also be now off. Now we head to the other side. What is that? We can remove that, of course. Now we head to the other side, and on this side we do not need this orange circuit at all. So we only gonna make use of the line that is now gone. We have to redraw it or put it back in there. So we're gonna start right there. Just place the line of redstone in, but we do not need that part of the circuit. So this one is a little bit easier. We can also remove that torch right here and do it just like that. So make sure to keep that orange line in, but you can skip the other parts. Next up, I want to rework this section here. So unfortunately, we're gonna replace some of those things. And we're just gonna start here from scratch. It's easier. And we're gonna remove this green circuit, just the green one, not everything. And we're gonna start now all over here. We can also remove those 2 blocks. And we're gonna start by putting in a dropper right here, facing into another dropper like that. Why is there a block there? Okay, doesn't matter. We'll reset it anyway afterwards. But we're gonna put in here 16 items into the right one and 0 in the left one. And from there we're gonna put in here an orange wool, then one green across, put in here a comparator. Here another orange wool block. Here we're gonna place a redstone torch. Here another piston, and here an orange wool as well. So that's where our redstone circuit goes afterwards. Should look like this. And then we're gonna add in here a comparator, there a comparator. We're gonna add in here a block. And then for the bottom, we're gonna place in 2 comparators like this. Next up, we're gonna start here with a redstone repeater set to 1 tick. Then 3 pieces of redstone that should look like this. Another last piece that should go right here. And then we're gonna add our repeater set to 3 ticks, repeater set to 1 tick. We have here a target block. Here we're gonna have a redstone dust. Here we're gonna have a redstone torch, then a repeater set to 1 tick. Then we have here the downwards facing piston. We have a block there and another repeater set to 2 ticks as an output. And for the top section, we're gonna use 2 repeaters set to 1 tick like so. We're gonna use 1 piece of redstone that looks like this. We have here our redstone torch, and we're simply gonna connect this with this line here. And we are done for this part as well. Next up, we're gonna connect the orange circuit. So from here, we're gonna go up all the way to the top. You can remove the supporting blocks. And on the way there, we're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 repeaters set to full delay. Then we're gonna go up like that. Here we're gonna add in a sticky piston that can push this block inwards. And we're gonna continue all the way like this. And from here on, we just want to, oh, that was too wide, I'm really sorry. We want to end up basically right here. And this redstone torch should power that piece of redstone at the bottom. We have here another piece of redstone, another torch, and we want to connect it now to this orange line. So that's where we want to go. So from here we're gonna have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just put a repeater in there and connect it up like this. That's perfect. If there's some blocks sticking out at the front, you can always make sure to reset the line manually by just adding in there the torch. We'll now test this side as well. So we just put a redstone torch right here, just real quick. See where the redstone pulse leads us. Let's see where it goes. Yes, it was right there. Now we have 1 block that should stick out, and we can reset that block by simply powering this line for a long amount of time, and then everything is reset. Great, we have now, we're halfway through. Next we're here at our insert point for the diamonds. We're gonna use this insert point to place in here a dropper facing into another dropper, and here we're gonna put in 2 non-stackable items, just put an Nexus for example. And then we're gonna have here a comparator. Then we're gonna have 1, 2, 3 blocks with redstone. Then a 4th one with a repeater set to 2 ticks. Here a block with a redstone torch. A redstone torch again. And we're gonna place in redstone here. We're gonna now need some observers and pistons. So we're gonna have a piston here. An observer facing into another observer if they get pushed together. And yeah, that's basically it. We don't have to put in here another dropper system like so. And here we're gonna just put in 1 item to the right dropper. That's perfectly fine. And from here we're gonna add in now a yellow circuit, and the yellow circuit will close this piston here. So we're gonna place it in like this. And we're gonna use the output of this hopper here to get in a redstone torch. Where do we have some torches? Right here. Redstone torch, another yellow wool right here. Torch block on top. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Gonna place in here repeater, we don't need it afterwards, and connect it right to that piston. Next up, we're gonna place the droppers in the floor, and we're gonna place them here and there relative to the hoppers, just like this. Cover them with quartz again. Then we go underneath like this. And we're gonna grab just random color, doesn't matter, just use green here. And we're gonna place in this section, but we have to remove those blocks temporary to place in those comparators and those repeaters. Then 2 repeaters like that, and then redstone everywhere else. Like this. Next up, we're gonna connect those hoppers to the droppers by putting in there some more hoppers. And from here we're gonna have an output with a comparator with light gray wool, and here we have an output with a comparator with dark gray wool. And we're gonna run those lines like this. And we're gonna use here repeater and right there repeater. And that should bring us to those 2 lines, and we can work with them later on. So I just leave them like that. So next up, we're gonna need a sticky piston right here with this block that should then connect those lines, and a sticky piston that should then close the gap right here. And here we're gonna also need some yellow wool now. We just connect this piston here right over there. Just make sure to grab ourselves some more yellow wool like this. Here we're gonna have a repeater running into the system, and here we're just gonna block down like so. Come on, why so many misplacements? That's the way I wanted it. So, and we just connect it up like that. Perfect. And we're gonna now add our first line, which is the same height as this green wool. Gonna add in the first line that goes all the way to this, what is it, dropper here? Like that. And we're gonna place it like this. Here we're gonna add a block. And we're gonna run it all the way like this to the other side as well. And from here on, we're gonna start putting it reference to this piston here, like, don't know, 3 blocks space in between. And then we want to make sure to have that same, nope, that was 1 too early, to have the same height basically. Yeah, should look like this. So 3 blocks from the orange line apart. Do it like that. And just run everything together like this. Now we only miss the redstone. So from here we have the torch, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I just place on the 14th block. So, and now we are already done. Now we can connect this gray line here at bottom with this dropper here as well. So make sure to place in here 2 of those comparators facing in different directions. Here we're gonna add in a repeater right in front of it. Here we're gonna add a repeater. There we're gonna add a sticky piston right there. 2 ticks, and then connect it up like so. Perfect. And then for the gray wool, we're gonna just, yeah, we can also put this one in 1 more block. Then we can put in the gray wool like this. Just have to squeeze that through here. So make sure to maybe set the repeater right here. Do the redstone there. So you can have repeaters there, here repeater, there repeater. And here's some redstone. Just make sure to cut it off from that orange line. And then we can continue on. And we basically want to end up with that line right here with that piston. So we have here a piece of redstone, we have here a comparator, then we're gonna have two droppers facing into each other, whereas the right one has an item in there. Just using wooden X now. Then we're gonna have in here a repeater, we have in here a repeater that will block that repeater, that one's at 2 ticks. And then we're gonna start using that torch right here, so we're gonna have 1, 2, then we go up 1, and up another block like this. We're gonna add in here some redstone dust, and we're gonna continue on to end up in that repeater. That should bedrock lock that repeater now. And here we also gonna use now a reset circuit that should look like this. So we're gonna have here a repeater, then an observer facing that repeater, and here a piece of redstone as well. Nice, and we're gonna set that repeater here on 2 ticks delay. Nice, we can now reset the whole system by adding in here very quickly a torch. It should transfer then all the items from the right droppers to the corresponding left ones. And we can also do that finally for the other side as well. Just reset everything like so. So now everything is basically reset. And nice, so now also that line here is off as it should be, and that repeater is not bedrock locked. Then we're just gonna connect those two circuits together, or those two lines together like that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're gonna need a repeater at some point. I'm just gonna place it right there. And the gray line is also finished. Next up, we're gonna place in 2 pink blocks diagonally like this, 2 pieces of redstone. Then we have here a repeater set to, 2 ticks. Then we have a sticky piston, we have a block on top, we have 1, 2, 3 blocks. Here we're gonna have full delay repeaters, and this one is also full delay by the way, like that. Then we're gonna block down 2 blocks, we're gonna have full delay repeaters again 2 times, another block, full delay repeaters again 2 times like this, and then 1 single redstone dust. Then we're gonna make sure to have a dropper right here, a dropper right there, and then we're gonna grab this wool color, the purple one, and face them in like this. We're gonna also grab in some redstone and place it right here. Here we're gonna place a wooden X, and here we're gonna place a wooden X, and here we're gonna place also a pink wool. And starting from here, we're just gonna grab ourselves a piece of redstone that runs into that block, therefore powers that dropper. That's perfectly fine. So next up, we're gonna grab some more pink wool, 2 pieces of comparators running into 2 pieces of redstone torches, then 2 blocks on top like this, and here a redstone torch that runs itself into this block with a redstone on top. Starting with this block, we're gonna put 1 redstone torch that looks like this. Then we're gonna grab ourselves a piece of redstone that should be right here. Block on top, 2 pieces like that, 2 observers, and then here 1 piece of redstone, 2 repeaters set to full delay. Here we're gonna grab ourselves an output set to 2 ticks, and then we're gonna go 1, then diagonally 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we're gonna have another piece of redstone. Then we're gonna place here some note blocks, some observers facing the note blocks. Here a blue piece of wool, and here a red piece of wool. Next up, we're gonna run some lines into that direction. We also can block the note blocks from making any noises. And then we're gonna add in here some droppers. Where are they? Here's some droppers, and then some poppers with some composters. We don't need that. And here we're gonna place in 21 items. It doesn't matter which items they are, just 21 of them. And the other dropper as well. So that should look like that. And then we can grab some yellow wool, place it right next to those hoppers and wire it up with the other yellow line right there. So we're gonna start right here and we wanna grab ourselves the yellow wool, connect it up like this and run it all the way across. Make sure there's a 2 gap between the droppers down there and this yellow line. And we're gonna run it up now and connect it all the way to there. So now we have to count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nice, that's done. And then we want to add in here some more gray wool. Where is it? Right here, where we have this block. We want to remove that block. And we're gonna place in here redstone, so that repeater powers that dropper and also the gray wool here beneath. So next up we're gonna start here with some red wool. We have an observer facing into that direction. And here we're gonna have a 3x2 platform that should look like this. And we're gonna use it to build here a piece of redstone. There we're gonna have a block. We have here a block, there a comparator, and it should look like that. We're then gonna place a block right here as well. So we're gonna now mirror this on the other side in blue. So make sure to have an observer facing into that direction, then a piece of redstone, a block, a piece of observer, comparator, another comparator, and 2 pieces of redstone, and it should look somewhat like this. Next we're gonna install here some comparators, like so. Then we're gonna run them into blocks. We're gonna run them into another block, like that. Here we're gonna have some redstone torches, here we're gonna have some repeaters. And from here we're gonna have 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, and then we have here a repeater set to full delay, and another repeater set to full delay, and here we're gonna have redstone torch on top. Then we're gonna use the blue side. We're gonna go 1, 2 with redstone, again 2 repeaters set to full delay, and then we're gonna have here some blocks running into this redstone torch here, just some redstone right here, like this. Then we're gonna run a line that looks like this. We have here a redstone, we have here some redstone, and we're gonna mirror that for blue as well. So we have here a repeater and we have here the redstone on top that looks like this. Next we're gonna place in the brown circuit on top of those torches. Just go up 1 block like this and then place there a block to prevent it from connecting. Then from here we're gonna place in repeater set to 2 ticks, a sticky piston. Where are my sticky pistons? They're already gone. Sticky piston and another repeater right there set to full delay. And here we're gonna have 1, 2, and then we're gonna make a turn like this. Next up we're gonna use here some blue wool, here some red wool, place repeater set to 2 ticks, then again red wool, blue wool. And we're gonna place in droppers. We also wanna grab ourselves some purple wool for the final reset circuit. That looks like this. And some more droppers facing into the original droppers we placed. And we're gonna grab some axes and place them in there. So then we're gonna switch to brown again. We have here 2 comparators. We have here 2 pieces of redstone. We have here a repeater set to 4 ticks. We have here a redstone dust. We have here a comparator facing into a comparator. We have here 2 pieces of redstone. We have here a repeater. Then we have another block. We have a redstone dust. We have a redstone torch. And we're gonna have a piston that sticks up like this with a block on top. Here we're gonna have a repeater set to 2 ticks. On the other side we have a repeater set to 2 ticks as well, like so. And then we simply make a connection that looks like this. And here we want to make sure to put in 4 repeaters set to full delay and just connect it up like this. So next up we want to grab our green wool and use this output right there. We're gonna just go up like this. And from here on, like that. That's our winning circuit, and our winning circuit should end up right here. So that's where we wanted this line to go. So make sure to connect those up like that. So now we have to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And you want to add a repeater right here as well. So that's our winning line basically. Our winning line should then also reset our circuit here. So we also want to make sure, maybe grab that repeater, put it right here. So make sure there's at least 14 or so space. So I will just replace a few repeaters. And then I just want to make sure that we have here, and after the connection is done, I want to grab myself here some repeaters that will power that circuit as well. So now we want to also reset the other circuit right here. So I will just block up like so. And we're gonna grab ourselves right here. So we're gonna grab an output that looks like this. Gonna go all the way across like that. And we want to connect it right here. So make sure to have connected there. We also want to make sure that we have here an input only in this direction. So we have this kind of circuit here, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, another block. Yeah, we can put in here a repeater too. And 2 pieces of redstone like this. Perfect, that's the first reset line done. Next we want to grab the green circuit on this side, so make sure to do that, like so. And this one should basically run into this circuit right here. So make sure to connect them properly. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. So we want to put a repeater here and right next to this pulse extender. And starting from here, we also want to reset our system, which is that one. And for that, we're gonna just make a connection that looks like this. We have here a redstone and here a repeater. That repeater will just take the power from that block and we're completely fine. And next we want to go with a line that is 1, 2, 3, 4 spaced apart. We go directly from here, so maybe we should replace that repeater and put it right there. So we can grab this output here and basically place here then another repeater. And we're gonna space it apart so that one line can fit in between still, like that. Make sure that here above this torch we have a repeater for sure, otherwise it would completely mess with your system. We have to also place a repeater above this piston here. And then we can run this line directly in here, like that. Nice. So next up we're gonna place a block right here and place redstone on top, and then we're gonna use that to run ourselves directly over this line. And after that repeater, it's really important to do it afterwards, run it into the same line. So it's yeah, we should definitely put a repeater right here, place there a block, and then go all the way across. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So that should be completely fine. But we have to add in a repeater here. At some point here we had way too much distance between the repeaters. So make sure to put in there, and then we can already skip that and place a repeater here that looks much neater. So next we want to add a block that is right here instead of the redstone, and then we go the other way around like this. And we finally want to end up in that same block, so make sure to do that. So from here we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Here we have to place a repeater, and here we're gonna have to place a repeater as well. Next we wanna make some connections from this line here to the red winning line. So we're gonna grab an output that looks like this, and we're gonna place it directly in... Oh, no, that's not good. Here we have to place another repeater. Otherwise it would mess with our other circuit down there. And for that line here that starts with that block, we wanna add in the blue one. So we have to get a little bit creative here and add here another repeater, place in here a magenta wool, and then from there on we can place blue wool that runs like that. Here another repeater. Perfect. Should look like this, and we can already replace that block. It's completely redundant. Do it like that. Next up we want to add the brown circuit, and for the brown circuit we search for that repeater and go one block beneath and add this stair. We're gonna replace this one with a wool block, and then we should place in here a redstone that is completely unconnected to the yellow line. And from here we simply go all the way to our dropper where the diamonds come out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's where a repeater should go in at this point. And we're already too high, so the repeater should go right here. Perfect. So we have 2 blocks or 1 block space between brown and yellow line. And here at the bottom we can then also place ourselves a node block that should look like this. And yeah, next up we're gonna add in all our winning circuits, and for the winning circuits we want to go 2 blocks higher on that side, so it looks like this. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is nice. That should work. So now we're gonna place observers that are here and here. So make sure they are pointing directly into this redstone line here. And from here on, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have a comparator facing away from the observer, a piece of redstone there. Right next to it, we're gonna have a block with another comparator and 2 pieces of redstone dust, like this. Then we're gonna add 1, 2, 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3 blocks. We have here a comparator, there a comparator, here a comparator, there a comparator. This one set to subtraction mode. And we're gonna have a pre-filled hopper with that amount of items on the left and that amount of items on the right. And where I have signs, this will give us 5 diamonds and this will give us 4 diamonds. And of course that was complete bullshit. It is the other way around. This one gives us 4 diamonds and this one gives us 5 diamonds. Great. So we can then cover this with a composter to not let any people mess with our hoppers. And from here on we can already build a few blocks back and place here some redstone, repeater set to 2 ticks, a sticky piston facing upwards, and repeater set to 2 ticks in front of the piston as well, and some blocks in between. So now we have our winning lines complete, except the one with only 2, where we win only 2 diamonds, and for that one we just place a repeater set to 2 ticks right here and some redstone right here. So that's our 2 diamond line. Just add it here. That's 2 diamonds. Now it is time to connect those lines up. So the first line is the Blackjack line. It's that one. So that's our 5 diamond line. We can directly connect it right up to there, like this. Then the next line, we should also add a repeater here so we do not mess with any other system in the future. Next up we want to connect the 4 diamond line, and we should connect it to the middle line here. And we're gonna do that by placing in here a block, placing in 2 blocks, remove that one, and having here our output. and we're gonna just add it directly there. Where is it? Here. Perfect. So that's our output line. So we have a repeater right here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and connect everything up. The last line is that one, and for this line we want to connect it, oops, sorry for the unnecessary block placements, but we want to add it directly to here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we're gonna connect it like this. Next we're gonna go to those redstone torches right here, and we're gonna stack them up like so. Just make sure you build a very nice torch tower. Here we unfortunately have to move this row over by 1 block to make space for our redstone torches. Then we just continue on like so, and one more like this. Good. We're now at a point where we can place in 1, 2, 1, 2, like that, and repeaters set to 4 ticks on all of those blocks. And here we're gonna have ourselves a sticky piston that, if fully extended, should then cover this gap here. And we're gonna have now a redstone line running into that direction. For the red line, we're gonna start here with a repeater set to 3 ticks, then we're gonna go up 1 block. We have again a repeater set to 4 ticks, sorry, not 3 ticks. And then we're gonna have here another repeater set to 4 ticks. And here is the gap for the red circuit that should look like this. So we have here the blue one, and we have here the red one. So from here on, we go up again, we go up again, sorry, we don't go up again, but we go over 1 block, so we have the red line running into that direction. And for the red line, we want it to end up in this red line as well. So best case in that block exactly. So we want to add in here another repeater, another piece of redstone, sorry, and go like that, go over like this, and it should end up perfectly with that line. So we have now, it's time for repeater. Put in here some more redstone dust, another repeater, and some more redstone dust. Perfect. Nothing should now be in the way. That's perfect. That's how it should be. Next up, our blue line should end up directly in that block here. So we can go down here 1 block, and we should be able to go over like that and connect it up like so, and then go like this, switch in a repeater, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, another repeater, and we're pretty much done with that as well. Next up, we want to connect this redstone right here, and we're gonna block it off to not interfere with the other circuit. We want to connect that with comparators like this to our comparators down there. So it's a pretty long distance we have to cover here, but it should be no problem. So we're gonna now make a turn into that direction. Another redstone comparator. We want to preserve the signal strength, of course. And now we're at the level where everything should be fine. Like that. Yeah, that should be good. Good to go like this. And here at some point we want to go up. Is it the same? Nope, it's that one. So we want to end up here with a comparator like this. And then we just want to go up. So it's like that. Then we have a comparator sitting right here. Redstone dust. Comparator sitting right here. Redstone dust. Comparator sitting right here. Redstone dust. Comparator. Redstone dust and comparator. So now we're at the same height. Should look like this, a stair. And then we're gonna go comparator, redstone block, comparator, redstone block, comparator, redstone block, and so on. Here we're gonna have to make another comparator without the redstone. Comparator, redstone. And here we're gonna have to put in another comparator like this. So now we have the signal strength preserved down there. Now we want to do the same stuff for the blue side. So we're gonna grab the output from right here, from this green block. And here we're gonna start with the comparators there. So we have like that, like that. No, we do not start here, we're gonna start right here. So it's redstone, block, comparator, and then we just go down like this. So, and then we're gonna need comparator, redstone, block, comparator, redstone block, and comparator, redstone, comparator. So that's everything done. The stair is also working, and the yellow line is connected. Great. Next up, we're gonna connect this red line here, the upper one, with the brown line that wins us 4 diamonds. So with here our 4 diamond line, we follow it, and we want to add it to that line over here. Next up, we want to add this red line. We want to add a brown line here. So make sure to do it like this. And we want it to get us 4 diamonds as well. So we need here a repeater. And we connect it to the 4 diamond line, which is that one here. So we grab this output here. We're gonna connect that directly with this one on top. So that's already done, and that's our 4 diamond line. Our master reset line is the next to care about, so we want to have outputs on these 2 blocks, and we're gonna use them directly like so, and also in the other direction like so. Put here a repeater, put here a repeater, and connect them together. So as soon as one, either the blue or red side, wins something, we get an output, and also make sure to block it like so, that we have the same circuit on both sides. So next up, we want to connect that purple line to this purple line here. So now all the purple lines will go together. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just put in their repeater, go down there, and sorry, put the repeater 1 block like that, put it on 3 ticks, and place here an observer. So next up, we want to add in the line down there. So let's see if we can put it here. So if you 1, 2 gap, which is not great, but it's doable. So we will shift this brown line once more, 1 block over. Sorry for the real-time shifting, but I do not place every block out of my memory. I just connect the logic gates basically. So that's why sometimes it's a little bit random like so. We have to just shift some lines around. And we're gonna go up like this. Then we're gonna make a turn that looks like that. And we're gonna go up again, and we want to go right over there. So we can do that by simply bridging across like this. That should work. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Repeater. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we should put a repeater in here as well. And then everything should be fine. Good. The last part we want to connect it is our start, where we want to reset the dropper right here. So the last purple circuit to add is directly on our starting droppers, where we want to go out like this and go all the way to our edge like so. Block up until we're right beneath this brown line here. So let's go build it. And from here on, we want to get our way around right through this kind of redstone-y mess or spaghetti or whatever. So it should look like this. Don't connect to any other line. And we want to directly go into this circuit here. So maybe take the output right here, like that, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Another repeater, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And here we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 repeaters set to full delay before we finally get into our dropper. So, master reset line also done. The last line we want to add is a black line, and for the black line we want to get the outputs from those two torches on top, and we want to also grab an output from this brown line here, so we have to at some point get a repeater in there, another one, get here a block and block ourselves the way up like this. And we're gonna combine those two lines into a single one with that output afterwards. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Should be fine. If I miscounted, I just put another repeater there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's perfect. Nice. And now I want to reset this line here as well. So we want to get our way into that block here. And we're gonna do that from beneath, so we just want to power this repeater there. So we want to grab ourselves here a repeater, that should be fine. And we just have to go up now, like this, and make our way to our repeater. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's fine. Then we can reset that circuit. Same goes for the other reset circuit. We have to find our way to power this line here, so we can directly connect into that line, or we go the safe way and do it directly from here. So we're gonna go in here and gonna get up like that. And now we run the black line directly on top of this purple one, all the way to here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Gonna go with 13, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's perfect. So now everything should be done. You of course can lower this black line 2 blocks here, but yeah, I just chose to not do it. You can add a ceiling here, and either way you don't see it from down here. That's not a problem. So one important circuit is missing. We have to go to our gray line here and search for a repeater where nothing is above, and we can replace this repeater with a block next to it with sticky piston, like so, and place in the repeater set to 2 ticks right like this. Now it's correction time again, sorry. I just ran this red line here, which is just triggered if we lose, into the circuit that displays that we win. We would not win anything, so it's just an aesthetic reason, but I want to correct it, so I have to remove this and replace it with a blue line. So that's the blue line. Same goes for the other side here. That's the losing line, and I just directly ran it into that line. So since we have this line here on top, we cannot move it completely, but we have to remove this block here. And then, for example, go right here over the top, run it into the red line like so. So for the red line it's easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's perfect. Then we can also replace that part completely. And next up we want to run this blue line. Just grab an output over here. We want to go up a little bit like so. And then go all the way right here where we can then run into this green line that powers the same circuit. So just block up like this and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we have like 7 there. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Have another one right here. And another one right there. Doesn't matter. Just put some repeaters in there. And this red line here that is now also not connected should now be connected right to there. Another very important fix at the house side. Here is a repeater set to 4 ticks. Make sure that's set to 3 ticks. Yeah, I'm just troubleshooting now a little bit. Another necessary adjustment is here at the red line. I did not mirror it completely. We have to now put in the red line right here instead of over there. So that's where we have to put it in. So place a comparator like that. Then we're gonna use that block instead. We're gonna go in with redstone dust and a comparator. It should look like this now. Another short fix, if we're on the house side, we need to adjust one of those repeaters here to 2 ticks to make sure that these torches really go out as we want to. Another quick fix, we have to go in on this side at the player side and reroute the redstone like that. So we have to go down and route it like this. And we can also place in a repeater set to 2 ticks here. And we have to do the same stuff on the house side. So we go to the house side. I'm very sorry for those fixes that they're so abundant, but yeah, it's a huge build. It's not that easy to keep track of everything if you do it out of your mind and try to build it. I'm really sorry. Another fix we have to make is put this repeater here to 4 ticks, and we have to also wire those pistons up to make sure they get powered. I completely forgot about them. And we want to make sure to have here a comparator. We have here 2 pieces of droppers that face into each other. We have here another piece of redstone dust. And we're gonna have here some yellow wool. And for the yellow wool, we simply grab the output from right here. We're gonna block up like that. And run the redstone line all the way down. And now we have to place our reset line, which is that one here, right into this block. So we want to just grab it. Where can we run it efficiently? It is right here. So let's grab it there, run it on top here, run it there, and run it down here 1 block, like so. And then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Put a repeater right here. And we should also place another repeater right there, just to be safe. And we can also use it to block here 1 block up to prevent those lines from interacting at some point. And now we should only put in 1 item in here, for example a wooden axe, and we should be fine. And we really have to make sure that this comparator is not there where it is. Of course, it should be here. So, and then we have 2 directions. We have the signals. So we need 1 more of those repeaters. Place it in here and place it in right there. So now everything is fine. And with all that fixes done, I really sorry for all the fixes I had to do afterwards, but it's a huge build, but now it's finished and we can play the first time. So we insert our 2 diamonds. Let's see what we get. We get a king or 10. Let's see what the house gets. Okay, we get 19. House gets 3. With 19 we stay. We do not take another card against 3. So we have 19. The house now has 13. It has to take another card. Now the house got an 8, so it's up to 21, and of course it won. So yeah, now it won. Let's play one more round. Let's play one more round. So let's see what we get this time. A 3. What's next for us as a player? Okay, house is also 3, and we got another 3, so we're at 6. At 6 we'll definitely take a card against a 3 by the house. Let's see what the other card is. So we're now at 16. House has 3. We're pretty much not guaranteed to win, but we have pretty high odds to win now with 16 against 3. Let's see what the house gets in addition. An ace, so house is at 14. Come on, house. Yes, king, so 24. We won. Nice. So now our lamps go off. Also, we should get 4 diamonds, so we should be at 32 afterwards. Great, so everything is working perfectly. And just once more, thanks for watching if you're still here after this 1.5 hour block by block tutorial. And I guess it will be in the benchmark of 1.5 hours. So thanks a lot for watching. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like if you like this video. And also, if you encountered any error during the build, there is a world download link into the video description. So you can download this world, play around with it, make sure that you, for example, if you found an error in your pink circuit or so, it doesn't work properly, make sure to download the world, look into the world file, open it, play it yourself, and look at the pink circuit maybe by yourself. Look if there's a difference between your circuit you built in survival or creative, it doesn't matter, and this world here. So that's how you will figure out where the error is, and you could maybe fix it or hopefully fix it. So with that said, thanks for watching again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!